Hello, we are once again in Uzbekistan and we are flying over another very old city. This time we're heading to Bukhara, which is right here, right below us. As you can see. And we're doing an ILS to runway 01. No vectors, just following the procedure. It's a very long flight for my standards. Going to be almost 3 hours once we land. We are at 3,000 feet. Once we hit the next waypoint, we'll descend to 2,500 and then with the ILS at 2,100. Because this was a longer flight because we visited the northern part of central Uzbekistan, which is taken by the Gizil Desert, but I couldn't find a suitable airport to land there, so I decided to go to the desert and then go straight to Bukhara, and that's what we're doing. Later, next flight, we'll keep going west and we'll go to Urgench. I'll check the pronunciation for next time. I'm afraid I'm not quite sure if that's correct. So again, Bukhara, very old city. It was a kind of a center of Persian culture for most of antiquity, kind of the easternmost center of Persian culture, especially when Islam came. And it sort of kept that culture throughout the centuries, even after the Mongol invasions, because even though, yes, it was conquered by Genghis Khan, it wasn't destroyed like most other cities. And it did enjoy a renaissance during the Timurid era, like Samarkand, but unlike Samarkand, it actually was still a very important city and became part of the... Hold on. I want us to turn right now. Okay. Just see. Because it's a very short turn. So let's talk to ATC. Start descending again. Approach CIC-06 established on final.
Charlie India, Charlie Alpha 06, affirmative.
We'll go to Rojka at 2,500. Let's get landing lights and fuel pump. It was a long flight, so we get almost a sunset here. Look, it's pretty neat. And there we are. Go back to tracking mode. Prepare the next turn, which will be the final one for 005, which then will engage the ILS. So Bukhara was again the capital of the Bukhara Emirate, which was a polity that lasted until the Russian Revolution, then when the Soviet army took over Bukhara, and then it became what we know as Uzbekistan. Oh no, holding altitude here just for a bit as we prepare the final turn, which is right now.
Charlie India, Charlie Alpha 06, contact Bukhara Tower 129.0. Bye bye.
129.0 CIC-06.
Negative, tower on 129.0.
129.0 CIC-06. Tower CIC-06 on final runway 01.
Charlie India, Charlie Alpha 06, Bukhara Tower, wind 320 at 4, runway 01 cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 01, CIC 06. Hold on, just making the adjustments here. That's the runway. Good conditions, not much wind. Gear down. The airport is about 700 feet, so not much to. Yes, it's going to complain a little bit. We'll trim up. Flaps, first one. Lights are fine. Everything's fine. Yes, complain a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I'll just turn off the yeah, Bukhara was the capital of this emirate, which became modern Uzbekistan, really. And oh no, trying to. We do have peppy lights, so yeah, we're fine. Keeping it. One thing most people won't know about Bukhara, I imagine, is that, and not a very good thing at all about Bukhara, is that it was the center of the Central Asian slave trade for hundreds and hundreds of years. Slaves, enslaved people being brought from Eastern Europe and Northern Russia or Africa, and then being sent to the cities in the region, the Persian cities, the Arab cities, etc., etc. This slave trade did last until late 19th century, and Bukhara still had slaves, like the last emir of Bukhara. When he was downed by the Soviet army, he did have a full contingent of slaves. So yeah, we keep sometimes, especially in the West, we keep forgetting that slavery was very much a worldwide phenomenon throughout most of its history. But anyway, let me focus on landing this thing, shall we? Speed is actually a bit high, so let's flaps going. Altitude is fine. City looks nice. The airport is modded, I believe. Yeah, it's modded. Alright, so what is a simple mod? And I expect it to work well. Weird. There's not much wind at all, so let's add a little more power. Correct course. Many buildings on the way. I don't know much about modern Bukhara, I'm afraid. Wikipedia doesn't tell us much. It's not a very large city, only about 200,000 people. But did I trim too much? No, it was fine. I just descended a little bit too quickly. Okay, speed's okay for landing. There's the airport on the left. Correct course a little bit more. We can try to get the center line. The old lights are lighting up. I'm glad they do. They're way too high now, actually. Land this thing, shall we? Putting power. Nice. Nice. easy. Power, let's just glide down. And do it gently. So, here we are.
Charlie India, Charlie Alpha 06, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next taxiway CIC 06. And there it is, so we have to turn around over here. Fuel pump can go off. Strobe light can go off. There's no VOR here, that's I think I need to be. Go back to the taxiway. It's a nice low sun. Flaps are up, trim can go back to neutral, and we'll start the parking procedure. Anyway, here we are, Bukhara, Uzbekistan. We'll continue west next time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.